Look at these beautiful butterflies. Can you name all of their colors? It's simple. They're all exactly the same shade of beige. The bright multicolored stripes make your brain believe the butterflies are all different. Here's another colorful optical illusion. Stare at the white dot in the middle of this color palette. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now keep staring at the white dot. Do you see faded colors around it? And now, take your eyes off the dot. The stripes are actually white and gray. Your brain and eyes are playing a trick on you here. Here's a fun one for you. Stare at the bird while I'm counting to 1. The second I say 1, quickly move your eyes to the ceiling and blink several times. You won't believe what you see. Let's try it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now blink. Do you see the same bird, or is it of a different color? Either way, it has to be there.
Can you find the imposter? Be very careful, otherwise they may be the first to spot you. Right, this is the odd one. You're saved!
How many animals do you see here? And the correct answer is 1. Just kidding, that would be too easy. If you look closely, you'll see a dog, a snake, an elephant, a chameleon, an otter, and a seagull here. So there are 6 of them, not just 1. Moving on. Give this optical illusion a close look. What do you see? If it looks like a lake and a mountain landscape to you, you're a realistic person who likes setting goals and reaching them step by step. If you saw the double meaning here and knew it was the head of a dog, you're really creative and often choose your fantasy world over the real one. How about this one? If you see 2 cats in love in this one, you're a sentimental and romantic person who always sees the good in others. You make new friends easily. If you see the upside-down wild cat, you're an ambitious person and a natural leader. You have the energy and drive that makes others listen to you and trust in you. What catches your eye here? If you saw the elephants first, you must be a logical person who seeks a reasonable explanation for everything. You like to follow a plan and don't like surprises. If it's swans to you, you must be more spontaneous and adventurous. You enjoy trying new things and taking risks, big and small. How many shades of gray can you count in this bar? The correct answer is 11. Nah, just kidding. The bar in the middle is one constant color. The background makes you see more than one shade of gray here. You can see it if you cover the spaces above and below the bar. Can you tell which of the surfaces is darker? Is it A or B? Surface A only seems obviously darker. In reality, they are exactly the same color. Cover the middle of the drawing with your hand to check it. Scientists still can't explain this illusion. One theory says this might be because of how your brain interprets the signals from the photoreceptors in your eyes. The most active cells reduce the activity in neighboring ones, and this creates a contrast that's not in fact real. Now, find the darkest square in this picture. Whichever square you chose, you can't be right. They're all the same color, just set against different backgrounds. Moving on. Do you pick white or black pieces? I'll let you choose. Well, you can't pick black or white here because the pieces are all the same color. The background and the way you perceive light explains this illusion. How many colors do you see here? I clearly see 4. It's actually 2. Red and green, one shade of each. You get the illusion there are different colors here because some of them are surrounded by white and some by green boxes. By the way, white isn't a color in scientific terms. It's the presence of all colors. That's why we don't count it as one. Here's another one for you. Which side is darker? Nope, it's not the right side. It's one shade of red that seems darker on the right because of the black background. Oh no, this table is tilting to the right and about to turn over. Or is it? No worries, it's perfectly stable. The slanted lines create this tilting effect. Both rectangles are parallel. You can check it with a ruler. How many faults do you see in this square? The correct answer is 0. This square by Walter Ehrenstein is perfect. It seems curved because it's placed inside a pattern of concentric circles. Who's hiding in this one? I knew it! It's a frog! Here comes the next one. Try moving the image back and forth if you don't feel like shaking your head anymore. It worked! It's definitely a giraffe. Another one for you. There's plenty of fish in the sea, and just one in this image. Things are getting trickier and trickier. Can you handle this one? It's a zebra. Next, please. You can try another strategy for this one. Just zoom out of the image. This cat sure has some style. You can try your successful strategy on the next image. Did it work for you? If so, you definitely guessed it's a squirrel. Let's take it one level up and see if you can name all the hidden numbers. Here we go. It's 649. Did you get it right? Next illusion, please. The number hidden here is 903. I'm sure you managed to decipher it. Moving on. Do you remember the zooming out trick? Just saying. Now you can easily tell it's 006. What about this one? Did you guess it's 488? And another one. It's 226. Bingo! And now, the king of them all. A 4-digit number to rock your mind. Only 5% of people can tell it's 1240. Here's a new test for your eyes. Can you find who's hiding here? This time, you don't have to squint. It's a bird hiding in the snow. Time for some magic. You can turn this negative photo into a full-color image with the power of your brain. Stare at the dots at the center of the girl's face for about 30 seconds. Now, quickly turn your eyes to the center X of the white image on the right of the woman's face. Blink several times. Do you see the image of a girl in full color? If not, try staring at the negative image a bit longer, or sit closer or further from your computer monitor. This illusion works when your rods and cones get overstimulated. The cells viewing the darkest part of the image are least affected by this. When you look away, they react the strongest, and you can see the reverse of the original image. Some optical illusions with a double meaning can tell a lot about your personality. What do you see here? If it's a profile of a man to you, you're pretty realistic and take things for what they are. You trust others and easily rely on them at work and in your personal life. You mix with new people easily. If you notice the word liar, you always look for a hidden subtext in everything. It's not easy for you to trust others. Even when things are going just fine, you're always looking for some surprises coming your way. How many pandas do you see in this image? If it's just 2, you're an ambitious person focused on your goals. When you have a plan, nothing can take you off your course. You're direct and always say what you really think. If you saw 5 pandas or more, you're a really creative person. You always see the little things others might not notice. You get inspiration when you least expect it, even from basic everyday events. What does this one look like to you? If you see a huge eye on the ground, you're a settled person who's pretty content with their life. You have your home, job, and favorite places, and wouldn't give up this comfort for some unknown path. If you see a landscape with some deep green abyss or a volcano crater, you long for adventures. You can't wait to explore the world, and your biggest fear is settling down and not getting the chance to travel. Time for the next illusion. Those who see a face of a young girl here are pretty emotional and sentimental people. You miss someone or something that made you really happy and still can't let go. Try to accept the best is yet to come into your life. Those who see a young man staring at a landscape here are at the crossroads of their lives. You realize you need some changes to be happier, but you don't know what to start with. All roads are open to you. Just take that first step. Which creature has a longer mouth? Yellow or green? Their mouths are of the same length. How about this picture? Which word does it hide? High five if you spotted the word quite. That's how a set of simple straight lines can trick your brain. The square made up of vertical lines looks wider and shorter than the one formed of horizontal lines. Look at this pyramid made of elongated diamonds. Are these diamonds darker at the top or at the bottom of the pyramid? All diamonds are identical, even though it surely doesn't look like that. But once we start moving around them, this way, and comparing them with one another, it becomes obvious. Find 3 animals hidden in this image. Right you are. There are 3 foxes over there in the tree. Look at the wheel moving behind the red picket fence. Its spokes seem to be bent at the bottom. There's nothing wrong with the wheel, and the spokes are perfectly straight. Want to make sure? Look, the fence is becoming transparent. Here you go. Now, this wheel seems to be rotating clockwise, and the spokes are moving counterclockwise. But if you look at one of the spokes attentively, you'll notice it's actually staying in one place. Or rather, it makes a tiny shift forward and then returns to its place. Which word is hidden in this image? It's feather. What do you see in this picture? There's no definite answer here. Some people notice footprints, others 5 bowling pins. How about this picture? Are those 3 pairs of alternating grooves and ridges? Or maybe you see 3 shiny oval tubes. The main trick is that the right side of the image looks like a folded surface and the left resembles the tubes.
What color is this bag? This optical illusion is blowing people's minds. They can't agree if this handbag is blue or green. Around 63% of people see a green handbag, but the remaining 37% of people claim the bag is blue. So, which side are you on? How many tints of red can you see in this picture? There are only 4 tints of red in here, although it seems to be more. Look at this pattern very attentively. What colors are the dots in the green squares? And in the red ones? The dots are completely identical in color, but the background makes them look different. Is there a difference between blocks A and B? These blocks have similar colors and shapes, but your brain sees that square B is in the shadow, and it may assume that the square must be lighter than it really is. This perceptual phenomenon is called color consistency, and this process has nothing to do with the objects. Your eyes and brain tend to perceive the same color even under changing illumination. Still can't believe it? Check this out. Which one of these 2 blue shapes is brighter? This is another example of color consistency. The left shape appears to look darker than the right, although the color is the same. But the context makes them seem different. Look at the 4 squares in the boxes. Which one is the biggest? All squares are the same size, but lighter colors such as yellow and green appear larger. Choose which pieces you want to play with, black or white. No matter what you've chosen, you won't be able to play. These figures are completely identical, but the background plays tricks with your brain. Look at this picture very attentively. How much cake is there? Plus 1 piece or minus 1 piece? Let this remain a mystery because any answer can be correct. See, it depends on how you perceive this shape. Are you dizzy yet? Let's experiment with disappearing dots. Look at any part of the picture for some time. Blue dots will begin to blink and disappear. Now focus your eyes on some other spot in the picture. The blue dots will disappear in some other place, but when you concentrate, they will appear again.
Look at these circles attentively, and you'll notice they're rotating. But that's just an illusion. The circles are completely still. Which is bigger, the hat's height or its width? They're absolutely the same. Your eyes are playing tricks on you. Which tower is leaning more? Ha! Look at that, they're the same. Even though one tower seems to be lopsided when placed next to a copy of itself, this is called the leaning tower illusion. How many colors do you see in this image? However many you might see, in reality, there are only 3. The patterns in this picture seem to be moving. But once you focus on one of the ovals, the whole image becomes still. What do you see in this picture? A moving star? Well, the star part is correct, but in reality, it's a static image. Once again, if you concentrate on any of its parts, the picture will stop moving. It seems as if there are 3 cylinders in this image, and they're all rotating. But you know what to do. Stare at the center of the picture and all the movement will stop. Which pencil is longer? They are of the same length. Can you find 3 animals in this picture? Three bunnies are hiding in the tree branches. Look at this rotating thingy. There's no doubt it's a 3D image, but in reality, it's just a set of rotating figures that creates such a 3-dimensional effect. Look at the screen and move your head forward and backward while focusing on the center of the image. When you come closer, the lines will seem to rotate counterclockwise. As soon as you start to move away from the image, the lines will rotate clockwise.
Optical illusions can create imaginary volume where it doesn't exist. Let's check your perception of depth. Take a look at this picture. Does it seem to you that the transition of colors creates the illusion of volume? This volume doesn't exist because it's a 2D picture. You can notice a similar effect here. Is the flower blooming from the center? This widening is also just your perception. The picture is static. Look at this pattern. What colors are the circles? How many did you count? Surprise! All circles are of identical colors. This pattern is very chaotic, but I'm sure that you see a hidden number. That's right, it's number 134. Watch out, there's a spider on the ground. Can you find it? It's hiding over here. Step away carefully if you don't want to spoil the weather. Which square is darker? Well, they're of the same color, see? There are 3 birds in this picture, and they're of the same color. Can you find them? This one is on the left and this one on the right, and the third bird is hiding over here. The contrast gradient of the sunset is confusing your brain. Moving on. Which one of the green circles is the biggest? None of them. All green circles are of the same size. Now, this one is a variation of a classic disappearance illusion. Close your left eye and look at the letter O. Did the letter X disappear? Now open your left eye, but close the right one and look at the letter X. Letter O should disappear as well. This trick is connected with a blind spot in your eye. When we look at common images, we usually don't even notice this blind spot because the human brain can fill in the blanks with imagination. Which line is longer, A or B? Well, they're of the same length. This illusion appears because your mind perceives this image in 3D space. That's why your brain tells you that the line which is closer to you must be shorter than the more distant one.